Well, congratulations on the Wishmas Tree. It's a great film for families, and I was wondering if you could start off by telling us a little bit for our listeners out there, a little bit about your character and how you came to play that character.
You've seen it.
I have, yes, yep.
Oh, great, excellent. Yeah, so it was. How did I come to play it? I literally got an email saying, "Do you want to play a lizard?" And I went, "Yes, please." You can't. You can't go wrong with that, can you? Really? So, and then I sort of, read the script, and it's one of those films where it's like a proper family, family film, and it looked like fun. That's basically, it was not do anything, and I was, well, that looks like fun, and then boom, I'm in.
You do play Yara, the frill-neck lizard. Tell us a little bit about what made you want to play a frill-neck lizard, and then how do you find the right voice to play a frill-neck lizard?
Well, the thing is, he's a lizard, but he's sort of what appealed to me was that he's the wise guy. He's the Obi-Wan, he's the kind of Gandalf type figure in the film. But what really appealed to me was that he was kind of this, normally like the wise guys in these sorts of films is kind of that all they are is just wise. They're just there to be wise and to guide the hero. But what I loved about the script was the fact that he's a little bit unhinged. He's not kind of, he sort of talks to his stick, which is it's basically just a stick with a face on it. And he's kind of you're not sure how reliable he is because he's so old and a bit nuts. It's kind of it just sort of it was more than just, oh, here's somebody full of wisdom. It's kind of like, should we really be following this? So the voice came sort of the way I came up with it was kind of I wanted him to sound old and wise, but then for him to just kind of sort of crack and kind of just sort of take a left turn every now and again, So yeah, that was the thinking. And then the great thing about obviously the great thing about the animation is the fact that you can do it, you can try something out, and you can go crazy far, like much further than you would think to go, and then they can, and then the guys behind the glass can go, try that again, but make it less insane, or you know what, you can be more insane. So yeah, it's kind of that process of just fully going for it, and then if they look, and then there was some stuff I did that they would look at, and they would just they'd just be rolling around, just going, really? But then once it's sort of once it's put together, it's kind of it becomes like a you can choose the bits where you go, oh yeah, he's properly helping this possum on the journey, and there's other times where you go, I wouldn't be trusting him.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to ask that actually. When you start preparing the voice, do you go into the studio with 3 or 4 voices and kind of nearly audition those voices for the director, or how does that actually work?
Yeah, basically. You sort of, you just come up with how you think you want to do it, and then we recorded a load of stuff, and it wasn't quite right, so we actually we sort of re-recorded, we did almost a day, and then kind of but it wasn't quite right, because the weird thing is at the start of the film he has to that voice has to be like, as he's talking about the history. He's sort of basically telling the story of the legend, and that has to have some kind of authority to it. But then when you actually then see who's actually saying it, initially it was the tone of that was just a bit too off the wall. So we had to work out a way where you could like flick between authority and then just being, and at the moment steady loses it, So it's like piecing together a puzzle, really. So and then obviously you kind of then have to, because you haven't got your physical performance, then you have to just kind of trust trust the guys that are creating it in the like with the visuals and all that. So
yeah. So what's the biggest difference did you notice going into a studio to do voiceover work compared to what you would do on stage or what you would do on television? Because we've all seen you do television, we've seen you do on stage. What's that big difference when you go in to do voiceover work with a director?
Well, it's sort of the main difference. So, like, obviously on, like with stand-up, you're the writer, director, and the performer all at once. So but also you're guided by the audience. So if something gets the gaps, then you can go where the audience is coming with you. You can go wherever you want. So you're guided by that. But you're also, like if you're improvising on stage, you have to basically make a decision, and then as soon as you go with that decision, you have to stick with it. You can't, it's one of those things where you go, that's what I'm doing, and you have to continue down that road. And then like, the stuff that I've done, like the stage acting that I've done, it's one of those things where your performance is it's an overall thing. So the start of the night you go on and you make your choices, and then whatever your performance is, whatever's happening in the second half of the show, that links back to the start of the show. You're basically doing like a 2-hour show. It's one take. You don't get to stop and try other things. And I think, the biggest difference with, and then obviously the same thing with doing stuff, like acting on camera. You can do several takes and try different things. But the voice stuff, it's that thing of you can, because you're not having to do, like the setups all the time. You basically like you can try it 20 different ways. You can, you've got much more scope to, you can sort of do it line by line. You can kind of, it just allows you to go, well, on this line I'm going to do this at the start, and then at the end I'm going to go, and then it's going to go here, and then you've actually switch it around. It's much easier to, you've just got a lot more scope to, you can do one line 50 times if necessary, where you don't get that, unless you're working with some sort of, craze auteur. You don't get to do that in front of the camera normally, because they're going, got to move on to the next, the next scene or whatever. So the animation allows for, every single, like every syllable, and also because it's, unlike say a regular movie where this is what we're going for, and then they set the camera up and they get what they get. With the animation, they're kind of they're directing it like you're getting you don't have to you don't have to finish the film, shoot the film, and then create it in the edit, and work out how it's literally you're performing, you're editing it, you're creating and editing all at the same time. So it just allows for a much more what's the right word? It just allows for a lot more detail.
Yeah, yeah. Were there other cast members in the studio with you when you were doing the voice work, or was it just
No,
you with the recordists?
no, not at all. It was, yeah, it was just that they had already done. Uh, I had a like place to bounce off, you know. But no, they were, no, not even. I think some of the other cast members, I think they recorded at the same time. So I think a couple of them did get in the studio at the same time. But no, I came in and did all of my stuff completely separate. But I'm guessing you can't tell.
Yeah. Does that make it more difficult when your character's actually having a conversation with somebody?
No, not really, because I had, because it wasn't like I was just doing it and then stopping, kind of, no, it's all, I mean, the other thing is as well, is that you kind of, you're still, even though you're in a booth and nobody's actually, no one can see what you're doing, and I'm still like performing, I'm still performing it physically as if I was doing it for real, So you just try and, you just try and sort of, still act it as if you were doing it in front of the camera or on stage or whatever. So, yeah.
Yeah. Ross, you mentioned before one of the reasons that you wanted to do this film was because it was a family film. When you read the script, you saw that. Tell us a little bit about what made you want to do a family film like this.
Well, it's one of those things where I like to when people say I'm an dad, I like to sort of, I like to kind of do what people aren't necessarily expecting. And the last, so I did a couple of horror films, like really very, very gory, full-on horror films. People weren't expecting me to do that, because if you're doing for comedy, it's that thing of like, oh, it's doing horror films now. And then, so I just sort of thought, what's something a bit different, and you can't get more, you can't get any further away from slasher films than cute, cute kids animation. So that was one of the main reasons, and also I really love films, and and the chance to do like an actual a proper like a proper film, a proper animated film, rather than just just voicing like a kid, like a kid TV show or something, that's cool.
Yeah. Also, the fact that it has an Australian voice, did that really appeal to you as well? Because when I was growing up, I noticed that all of the animations that we got here in Australia were all from the UK or all from the US. We really only had Blinky Bill. So was the fact that this had an Australian voice for Australian families something that you wanted to jump on board as well?
Yeah, it's like, I think there's more of it, I mean, like, the guys with the blues, when I went to America, I love the fact that they're not Australian, they're keeping it Australian. So, it also kind of, the fact that, you've got all these, little, the possums are like little kids, and then, I thought I'd do the Australian accent bit, and then I thought, what, even if I spent a year with a voice coach and I absolutely nailed it, you'd still have people still have people complaining. So I thought I'd do it kind of, because he's sort of an ancient world character, so it's kind of a bit more, kind of a bit Shakespearean, So, but no, it's great. Hopefully, if it does well, then there'll be more. Just good to do a local film.
Yeah. You're a family man yourself. How difficult was it for you to find quality family movies to watch with your kids? Because, of course, a lot of films these days seem to